My name is Robert Desimone. I got my bachelor's degree in business and marketing and communications from Northern Michigan University. Also got my master's degree in business from Grand Canyon University. One of the assistant directors for OGP Arizona. I grew up in California. Both my parents are actually Division I athletes. My dad was a Division I basketball player, and that's where I got introduced to basketball. My dad was a high school basketball coach, and so I grew up actually wanting to coach basketball. I know a lot of kids kind of dream about playing in the NBA and doing all that kind of stuff, and a little bit I kind of had that dream, but it was more I just wanted to start coaching. I wanted to do what my dad did. So when I went to Northern Michigan for college, I actually started coaching my sophomore year of college, and loved it. So I played basketball growing up through high school, but when I had an opportunity to start coaching, it came after my dad's team won the Division I national championship. He was a college golf coach, and I got to experience, after they won, all of his former players calling in, talking about the impact he had on their lives and their families, and that was kind of what inspired me to get into coaching. So I went back to school 2 months later and started coaching basketball, and I moved around a little bit after school and left coaching initially. I got into working in public relations in Minnesota, worked in business and marketing in Texas, and moved back to Minnesota. And once I got settled back in Minnesota, I started coaching youth basketball again, 8th grade teams for several years. And from there, I moved to Houston in 2016 with my wife and went back to school. That's when I started grad school to get my MBA. And as soon as I graduated, I actually went back to Minnesota and watched some of the boys I coached. And I was sitting there watching the games, and I turned to my wife and said, I need to start coaching again. So I came back from Minnesota, and in the airport, I texted Kyle, emailed him, found UH Elite on a website, and emailed Kyle. He emailed me back by the time I had landed, and we met, and I started coaching for Kyle with UH Elite in 2019, and I've been part of the journey with the program ever since then, from when we first merged with OGP in 2020 to going back to UH Elite for the last couple years, helping build our Ignite team. That was one of the top teams in the nation with the 2027 group, which was a lot of fun to coach with Kyle on, and then that took us to the opportunity to partner with OGP this year that we're really excited about. That's kind of culminated up to this point of a long journey, but an exciting one. Good question. Arizona is it's kind of a melting pot culturally in a lot of different ways. And so the atmosphere is definitely different, and one of the things that has been really exciting for me with our program and the kids that we've been able to build is the camaraderie and the atmosphere that we have when we travel that we really only see from the families that we have. And we have a lot of really talented kids, a lot of really good athletes, and a lot of families that have kind of bought into what we've wanted to build in Arizona. And so it's been really unique for me when we've traveled throughout the country as a program that we've had our teams support each other, and we've been able to play a fast-paced kind of free-flow type of offense where we like to score, we like to get up the floor, we like to do that. But we also have a lot of kids that buy into playing defense. We want to make defense our mentality. So a lot of the teams that we've seen on the East Coast that play defense at a really high level, we've worked with our kids to match that level of physicality and defensive effort and really high level defensive play. So it's been really cool to kind of have that combination of being able to have kids that can score, offenses that can really play at a high level, execute at a high level, and also be able to combine that with really high defensive play. That combination has been hard for me to find as I've gone throughout the country, and the atmospheres that we have. We've been able to have a lot of fun lighting some gyms on fire when we really get going, and we make a three, get a stop, make a three, get a stop, make a three, and the gym's really going, and that's just been something really, really cool and fun to be a part of. Yeah, having OGP in Arizona is such a win for us in our eyes. The professionalism, the attention to detail, the organization, the structure, everything that they do they've laid such a good groundwork in California and have expanded from there. And a lot of things that I think we're missing in Arizona, not that there's not events, but the quality of event that OGP runs, bringing things, like the passport, just the organizational structure, the scheduling, everything, it really elevates the quality events. We've been wanting to bring quality events to Arizona for a long time. There's some good events, but we really think we can elevate to the next level, and that's what OGP does at an extremely high level. They can execute events and make it a great experience for the kids and the families, and so we're just really excited to be able to be a part of that and help OGP build out those events and make it something that the families are going to want to come to, and not just in Arizona, but we want to bring talent from around the country to come to Arizona and show off the talent that we have and the area that we live in. People love coming to Phoenix to visit, and so we're excited to get people to come out and see the quality events that we can put on along with the top talent that we have. I've been really proud to work with the coaching staff that we've had. We've had a lot of the same faces. We've had some really good faces, but I've told people repeatedly there's not another group of coaches that I would want to work with and coach with. The quality of people that we have, how committed they are to developing, making our kids better, not just better athletes, but better student athletes, better kids, better people. It's a really, really great group of people that it's been a joy for me to coach with, be around. I know they make me better as a coach, better as a person. They make our staff, fun to work with. But again, the development and the commitment to making our kids better and families better, not just from basketball, but just as people. We have a really, really great group of guys, and I'm really, really proud and excited to be working with them and continue to build with them something special here in the next coming years.